The following is a feature presentation of the Replay Sports Channel, home for the great games. Sunday Night Football comes to you tonight from Chicago's Soldier Field. The Fire playing host to the Dragons in an intra-conference showdown with postseason implications. Hello again, everyone. This is Glenn Walker talking to you from the RSC studios. We're just about ready for kickoff in this crucial Week 11 game. Barcelona 2-8 heading into this contest. The club was relocated from Philadelphia during the offseason, and they struggled out of the gate, losing their first 4 games. The quarterback position has been a puzzle that head coach Mike McCarthy has been unable to solve so far. He began the season with veteran signal caller Matt Ryan, but the former Boston College Eagle has been unable to soar over his opponents and was benched briefly for the Dragons' third-round pick from Cincinnati, Desmond Ridder. The rookie managed to go 1-2 and then was replaced with Ryan, who had a rough day last week at Berlin. It looks as if McCarthy is going back to the rookie to start tonight's game, but we could also see Jordan Love before the night is over. On the other sidelines, the Chicago Fire at 4-6 desperately need a win to hold on to any chance of making the playoffs as a wild card. Head coach Nick Saban trying to lead his team to the playoffs for the first time since 2021. He is 0-2 in his last 2 playoff appearances, and rumors have been flying around the league that he may be ready to call it quits. Some good news for Chicago fans. Quarterback Kyler Murray has made a remarkable recovery from a hand injury he suffered back in Week 7 in the loss to San Diego. He is in uniform and he is listed as probable, but Saban has confirmed that he will continue to go with Baker Mayfield as his starter and possibly giving the job back to Murray with 2 out of the next 3 games against division opponents. Well, the pregame festivities and introductions have been completed, so let's take you out to Soldier Field for the kickoff. Dragons won the toss, but they have deferred, so they will be kicking off. Veteran Matt Prater tees the ball up. Wang Wu is, I love saying that name, is the deep return man for the Fire. Smythe and Bell are the upmen. Prater puts his hand in the air, gets ready to put toe to leather, and we're going to get this Week 11 concluding game underway. Prater gets off a deep kick, which is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback. We'll take a look at the hometown Chicago Fire for you. Baker Mayfield called in after the injury to Murray. Get the starting nod tonight. Running back will be David Montgomery. Your wide receivers, George Pickens and Amon-Ra St. Brown, will line up on the left side. Jerry Jeudy all by himself on the right. Tight end Durham Smythe is the tight end. Your offensive lineman, Evan Neal at left tackle, Kevin Zeitler at left guard, Connor McGovern at center, Jonah Jackson at right guard, and Jonah Williams at right tackle. So we have 2 Jonahs on the right side. Mayfield breaks the huddle. Chicago in their home unis. Red helmets, red jerseys, white pants, white numerals. They're moving right to left across your screen. So glad you could join us here tonight for Sunday Night Football. Mayfield barking out the signals under center. Quick handoff to Montgomery. Montgomery into the right side of the line, but he is tackled by that Barcelona defense. Sweat with the tackle, and Montgomery suffers a 4-yard loss. Let's take a look at that maligned Barcelona defense. Operating out of the 4-3, you've got Montez Sweat, who just made the tackle, Brandon Graham at the defensive ends, Zach Zeiler, and Milton Williams. They're now switching over to a 5-2 nickel. Judon is an outside linebacker. TJ Edwards is the other linebacker. Your defensive backs, Darius Slay, Cameron Curl, Jaquan Brisker, Donovan Wilson, and James Bradbury. Curl had been questionable coming into tonight's game with a calf injury, but he looked good in pregame warm-ups, so he will get the start as Chicago faces a 2nd and 14. Double tight end package for Chicago. Mayfield shifts to the pistol. Barking out the signals here early in the game. Mayfield back to pass. In trouble. He's going to have to scramble. He's going to make a run for it to the 25, 30, 35, close to the first down, and a little more. Slay finally with a tackle, a pickup of 17 yards for number 17. And Chicago picks up their first down of the night. Barcelona in their visiting white uniforms, white jerseys, white pants, green helmets, green numbers. They're moving left to right across your screen. Mayfield from the pistol on first down. Has time. Looking. Fires over the middle. And over the outstretched hands of the tight end Smythe. Incomplete. They'll bring up 2nd down. Second and 10 from the Chicago 38. Early days here in the game. No score. Mayfield gets rid of the ball. Completes it to St. Brown near midfield. He's going to penetrate enemy territory. Finally brought down by Brisker. Another first down for Chicago. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Love that name. 63 receptions, 559 yards, and 2 touchdowns so far this season. Chicago, back to that double tight end package. Mayfield under pressure, and he's going to be sacked and dropped by Graham. Graham with the sack, coming around from right in there. Mayfield had no chance to escape. Graham with his 5th sack of the season. Now bring up 2nd and 15. Ball be put back into Chicago territory at their own 47. As we mentioned, no Kyler Murray tonight. He is in uniform. Could play if called upon, but they do want to give him an extra week to prepare. Rush coming. Mayfield unloads a screen to Montgomery. Has some running room. Gets near midfield. He's finally gang tackled. Judon, the lead tackler there for the Dragons. Pick up a 4. It's going to bring up a 3rd and a very long 11 for the Chicago Fire. Trips left formation for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield from the pistol. Has time. Looking. Pressure up the middle. Mayfield still all day to throw. Finally uncorks one. Far sideline to St. Brown at the 35. Shakes one man. He's to the 30. Down the sidelines, Brisker finally shoves him out near the 25. Pick up a 23 yards and another Chicago first down. Fire moving the ball wonderfully here on the game's opening possession. Mayfield from the pistol. Ball the Barcelona 26. Drifts right to avoid the rush. Tosses the ball toward Judy, but it's incomplete. I think it was knocked away by Slay. We have an injured Chicago player, Zeitler, holding on to that right elbow as he runs to the sideline to get some medical help there. So one of the stalwarts of the Chicago offensive line heading for treatment early in the game. 10:19 to go, no score, but Chicago is driving down the field. They'll face 2nd and 10 from the Barcelona 26. Mayfield back to pass. Drifting right again to avoid the rush. Fires, completes it to Judy, close to the first down at the 15. Second effort, gets inside to the 14. Finally stopped by Slay, a pickup of 12 yards and another Chicago first down. They're inside the red zone for the first time tonight. On the season, Chicago 17th in the league in red zone opportunity. They're 76.5% successful. Offense have struggled, averaging only 14 points per game. Have an opportunity here to score on the game's opening possession. 10th play of the drive coming up. Seeing some players shift. Man in motion. Hand off to Montgomery. Right side of the line. And he may have lost a yard. Nope, they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage. That was it. Now bring up 2nd and 10. 9.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score between the Dragons and the Fire. Mayfield shifts to the pistol. Montgomery the lone running back. Mayfield to pass. Pressure coming from the right side. He tries to avoid one man, and then Montez Sweat gets his 2nd sack of the night. Pardon me, that's his 1st sack. Graham had the one earlier. Montez Sweat with his 4th sack of the season. And that'll bring up 3rd and 18. Ball be placed at the Barcelona 22. Chicago missing Zeitler already as he's still being looked at on the Chicago sideline. Need to get to about the Barcelona 3 to pick up the first down. Empty backfield behind Mayfield. Opening possession of this game, no score. Mayfield back to pass, having to drift right again, avoids one man. He's gonna throw back across the field, and he completes it to Brown at the 15. Trying to get away from one man, but he's finally corralled down by Bradbury near sideline. Pickup of 9, not enough for the first down, but that will bring out Cameron Dicker and the field goal unit. I like saying that name too. Cameron Dicker coming in on the season. 20 of 22 in the field goal department. He'll give an opportunity to give Chicago the early lead. 31-yard attempt. Good snap. Hold. A kick on its way. And it's good. From 31 yards out, Chicago gets the first points of the game. With 7:28 left to go, Chicago leads it 3-0. Cameron Dicker, after that field goal, prepares to kick off. Jones is the deep man for Barcelona. Dortch and Dubs, Double D, are the upmen. And this one sails through the end zone for a touchback. And we'll get our first look at the rookie quarterback Desmond Ridder. He's a third-round pick from Cincinnati. Coach Mike McCarthy has had his problems with the quarterback position, as we talked about in the opening. So at quarterback, it'll be Desmond Ridder. Running back, the veteran Saquon Barkley. At wide receiver, Greg Dortch and Romeo Dubs will be lined up on the left side. Marcus Jones will be lined up on the right. Your offense and your tight end, Hunter Henry. Your offensive line, Caleb McGarry will be at left tackle. Isaac Simolo will be at left guard. Ted Karras at center. Robert Hunt at right guard. And Dion Dawkins, the veteran, at right tackle. 1st and 10, Barcelona starting from their own 25. Halfway through the first quarter, they trail 3-0. Ridder moves back to the pistol. Ridder will pass on first down. Heavy rush up the middle. Tosses a screen to Barkley. Has some blocking. Gets near the 30. Finally tackled by Gay. A 5-yard pickup. Let's take a look at that Chicago defense. Your defensive ends are Boogie Basham, used to play for Toronto. Sam Hubbard's the other defensive end. Grady Jarrett and Kalen Saunders are your defensive tackles. 2 linebackers, Willie Gay, who just made that tackle, and Rashad Weaver. Your defensive backs, Kwan Williams, Rashawn Jenkins, DeMar Hamlin, J.C. Horn, and Michael Davis. 2nd and 5, ball at the Barcelona 30. Barcelona into the I formation. Hudson the fullback, Barkley the tailback. Give us to Barkley. Left tackle. Picks up the first down. Gets away from one man. Finally corralled down near the 45 by Brooks. 15-yard gain for Barkley. Barkley has struggled this season. 141 carries, 392 yards, 5 touchdowns. Barcelona moving near midfield on their first possession. Ridder from the pistol. Pass on first down. Plenty of time. Throws over the middle. Completes it to Dortch near midfield. Finally dragged down by Davis near the midfield logo. Pickup of 4. Under 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Chicago lead at 3-0. It's an intra-conference game for these teams. Barcelona from the Europa Division in the Eastern Conference. Chicago from the Central Division in the Western Conference. But then with 3 games left, we're going to see a lot more of the divisional games and playoff spots on the line. 2nd and 6. Ridder barking out the signals. Play action. He's going to throw. Pressure coming up the middle. Stands his ground, throws the ball. And it is picked off by Horn. Horn, still on his feet, finally corralled down inside Barcelona territory. 4th interception of the year for J.C. Horn. And that, in a nutshell, is pretty much a picture of the Barcelona season so far. 5:15 to go. Chicago will take over at the Barcelona 34. 7th interception as a squad. As you can tell, JC has made most of those interceptions for the Fire. 50 degrees here tonight in Chicago. Clear, very little wind. The Sunday before Thanksgiving here, week 11 in late November. Mayfield breaks the huddle. Too tight in formation. Montgomery the lone running back. Mayfield to throw. Gets rid of it and goes over the head of Smythe. Incomplete. Mayfield, formerly of the Birmingham Americans, did not have a team when the season started, after the Americans made their decision to go with rookie Kenny Pickett. So, sitting by the phone, staying in shape, finally gets the phone call from Chicago a few weeks ago, and has filled in as best as possible for the Fire. Second and 10, ball at the Barcelona 34. Just a little over 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Chicago leads 3-0. Pitch left to Montgomery, trying to get around left end. Finds a seam, gets around one man. Finally tackled, but picks up the first down. Edwards wraps him up at the Barcelona 21. Mayfield quickly out of the huddle and lines him up. The give is to Montgomery. Penetrating the left side of the line. Finally brought down by Sweat after a 4-yard gain, bringing up 2nd and 6. Both teams coming off big losses last week. Barcelona 42-10 at Berlin. And Chicago 24-6 at St. Louis. Both teams struggling offensively heading into this game. Second and 6. Mayfield back in the pistol. Back to pass. Fires near side for Smythe, but it's a little bit too far ahead of him there. And we've got a man down. That is Chicago running back Montgomery. He is being helped up. Cannot put a lot of weight on that left leg. And that does not look good if you're a Chicago fan. So he is going to be helped off the field. 3:35 to go. And while he's being attended to, just a quick note, we look at the standings coming into today's game. Teams that played so far, as you can see on our sports ticker at the bottom, the results from earlier. And where Barcelona sits, they are at 2-8. That does not look like a great record, but believe it or not, all 20 teams are still in the mix for the playoffs. Starting next week, though, we are going to start seeing some teams begin to qualify and some teams begin to find themselves eliminated from playoff contention. So a loss here tonight would help contribute to that. We're already seeing that in Washington. They were shut out earlier today at Toronto. Chicago, Detroit, they could benefit from Detroit's loss earlier today versus St. Louis. They could move up to 5-6. Just be 2 games out of first place. Really good game coming up on Thanksgiving between Memphis and St. Louis there. And of course, Las Vegas, 10-1, best record in the league. They have a good game coming up Thanksgiving night against Arizona. All right, so David Montgomery has been helped off the field. We're going to take you back to live action here. Quick reset. Chicago's facing third down, 3rd and 6. Ball to Barcelona, 17. 3.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Chicago leads at 3-0. Empty backfield behind Mayfield. Calling out signals. Back to pass. With time. Looking. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete. Judy could not bring it in. No, he's wanting them to challenge this one. He's looking to the scoreboard, the video screen. And Nick Saban is going to throw out the challenge flag. Our official for tonight's game is John Hussey. He's going to take a look at it on the iPad.
Upon further review, the ball was secured before it hit the ground. The pass is complete. No timeout will be charged.
So beg your pardon, Judy was not in the end zone. He makes the catch at the 8-yard line. So he does corral the pass in at the 8-yard line. It is 1st and goal for Chicago, 3:28 left to go. Barcelona also having their struggles on defense. They rank 19th in red zone defense. There are 20 teams in the WFL, so they are next to last, allowing other teams to score 92% of the time inside the red zone. They average, defense averages 30 points allowed during the game. So at running back now, we are going to see Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt has replaced Montgomery. Montgomery is in that blue medical tent. We'll try to get word on him as soon as we can. So we have Zeitler, who had gone out, and now running back Montgomery has gone out. Man in motion. The give is to Hunt. Getting nowhere on the right side of that line. Finally tackled by Queen. They're going to say he lost a yard. And some of the Chicago faithful here not happy with the play selection, and they are letting the Chicago Fire know it. Frustrating time to be a Chicago Fire fan. Did not make the playoffs last season. Their last 2 appearances before that, one and done. Mayfield breaks the huddle, trying to increase Chicago's lead over the visiting Dragons. Ball's at the 9-yard line. Mayfield, back to pass. Has time. Throws over the middle, completes it to St. Brown at the 5. He's going to try to get his way in. He does. Touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 3rd touchdown of the season. A 9-yard pass from Baker Mayfield. And the Fire with an opportunity to go up by 2 scores over the Dragons. Take a look at that play again on the instant replay. Mayfield, great time. Great catch by St. Brown. Great second effort to get it past the goal line. And the Fire looking to go up by double digits here on the Dragons. Here late in the first quarter. Dicker's kick just inside that right upright. And with 2:41 left to go here, the Fire lead at 10-0 on Sunday Night Football here on the Replay Sports Channel. Jones back to return Cameron Dicker's kick. Dragons find themselves down 10-0 now here in the first quarter. Dicker's kick sails through the end zone for the touchback. And Barcelona will start their own 25. Mike McCarthy's the head coach of the Dragons. The team was located in Philadelphia before making the move in the offseason. his first season as head coach 2019, he just led the team to the Pantheon Bowl and won the Pantheon Bowl. Since then, it's been a little bit of a struggle. There was some concern about his job status heading into the end of the season, but we've been told he will be back next season to coach. Who will be the starting quarterback, though? That will be another question for another day. Ritter moves to the pistol. Barkley, the lone running back. Play action. Ritter to throw on first down. Completes it to Dortch at the 30. Finally wrestled down by two defenders. Davis will get the credit for the tackle. Pickup of 7. Inside handoff, Barkley. Close to the first down. They're going to have to move some bodies here. We have an injured Barcelona player as the receiver, Jones. He's going to get some attention there. And John Hussey signals first down. Move the chains. And the Dragons pick up their second first down of the game. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. They trail 10-0. Barkley has dealt with his share of injuries over the past couple of seasons. Had a great rookie season back in 2019, helping lead this team to a Pantheon Bowl championship. He goes off tackle. We have another injured Barcelona player, Hudson this time. Looks like a stinger. His left hand's just kind of dangling there. It looks like one of those stingers. So he's getting help. Boy, the trainers on both sidelines getting a workout tonight. Minute 50 left to go here in the first quarter. Dragons trying to get something going here. We'll try to get updated injury report for you before the start of the second quarter. Ritter, play action on 2nd and 5. Quick toss over to Dubs on the left side. He's got the first down, tackled by Horn near the 46-yard line. Ritter, quick out of the huddle. Trips right. Barkley the lone setback. Ritter to pass on 1st and 10. Throws down to Parker at the line of scrimmage. And Davis tackle him for a loss, 1-yard loss. It'll bring up 2nd and 11. 65 seconds left to go here in the opening quarter. Ritter back to pass. Throws the screen intended for Barkley. Just out of reach. Brings up 3rd and 11. 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Ritter, pressure up the middle, fires near sideline, incomplete, in and out of the hands of Dubs, and I'll bring up 4th and 11. On to punt. Arian Sipos, and he'll be punting to Cole. Very little wind here tonight at Soldier Field. Sipos punts away. Cole gets the ball at the 13. He's to the 20, the 30. Finally wrestled down by Bryant. Ball will be placed at the Chicago 28. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Hunt, the lone running back behind Mayfield. Mayfield under center. Hand off to Hunt. Right side of the line. Gets close to the 30. Thibodeau with the tackle. Pickup of 2. And that is the last play of the first quarter. So the Chicago Fire lead it 10-0. We'll be back with the second quarter here in just a moment. This week we've got 2 games coming up for you. Thanksgiving weekend here in our WFL 2023 replay. We'll start Thursday night with a Pacific Division battle between the Arizona Wranglers and the hot Las Vegas Outlaws. I should say Outlaws. My bad there. And then we finish Thanksgiving weekend with another Pacific Division tussle between the Los Angeles Wildcats and the San Diego Fleet. You can catch all the action here on the Replay Sports channel. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. That way you know when we've got some great stuff coming up. We're going to have football, the American version coming up. We're also going to have some soccer coming up. Quarterfinals of our Champions League will be starting this week. Viewers voted, and they have decided which teams they want to see play, so we'll talk a little bit more about that later. But let's head on back out to the field and take a look at the first quarter statistics. And so far, pretty much all Chicago. That time of possession, 10 minutes to 4 minutes there for Chicago. Real quick, let's try to get you an injury update. We had several players go out during the first quarter. Hudson for Barcelona will not return. Montgomery is out. And Zeitler is out with injuries. So there's the injury report from the sideline. So let's reset. Start of the second quarter. Chicago has the ball at their own 30. It's 2nd and 8. Hunt, the lone running back. Mayfield in the pistol. Mayfield back to pass. Drifts right. Throws back across the field. That was nearly picked off. Bradbury hitting himself in the helmet with his hand there. Should have had that one, he said. Brings up 3rd down and 8. that running one way and throwing it across the field. Usually not something good's going to happen there. The empty backfield for Chicago. 4 wide receivers set up here on 3rd and 8. Mayfield with time. Throws to Amon-Ra St. Brown near the 35. He's going to be well short of the first down. And that's going to bring out Jake Camarda. And he'll be punting away to Dortch. Camarda gets away a good kick. Dortch from his own 20. He's to the 30. Finally wrestled down by Weaver. Ball will be placed at the Barcelona 28. 14:09 to go here. Just started the second quarter. If you're just joining us, Chicago leads it 10-0. Desmond Ridder under center. I formation. Give us to Barkley. Left tackle. Gets around one man, finally stopped at the line of scrimmage. Boogie Basham. Like saying that name. A lot of great names in this game. It's a name game. Three wide receivers set in for the Dragons. Dubs on the jet sweep. Little trickeration here. He's to the 30. 35. He's got the first down. 40. One man to beat. Dubs at midfield. Finally dragged down by Saunders. And Saunders is hurt after making the tackle. And he's going to be helped up and over to the sideline. Watch that play again. Probably a big highlight for Barcelona so far tonight. Little jet sweep to the right side. Pickup of 21 yards. Biggest pickup tonight for the Dragons. Ball near midfield. Barcelona 49-yard line. Ridder pitches left to Barkley, trying to get around the end. And he is pursued by Brooks. He's going to tackle him 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. I mean, Brooks comes from the left side of the field, runs over to the right side of the field, and pursues his quarry there. 4-yard loss. It'll bring up 2nd and 14. Brooks, man on a mission there, like a heat-seeking missile. Ridder to pass on 2nd and long. And that was intercepted by Williams at midfield. This could be, and he's finally tackled. Kawan Williams with his first interception of the season. Second interception thrown by Ridder tonight. And just kind of the way things have been going for Barcelona. They do something good followed by something bad. So Chicago gets the ball at the Barcelona 33. 12:30 to go until halftime. Two tight end formation for Chicago. Mayfield hands the ball off to Hunt, trying to get around left end. Finally knocked out of bounds by Judon at the 27. Pickup of 6 for Kareem Hunt. He is in for the injured David Montgomery. Mayfield has him out of the huddle already. Back to pass. Moving around the backfield, trying to avoid the rush. Checks down to Hunt. But Hunt is going to lose yards. At least 1 yard, tackled by Edwards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Mayfield seems to be most effective when he's got a clean pocket. But if the defensive ends or the outside linebackers get around him there, they cut off all routes of escape there. It's just not a good thing. 3rd and 5. Mayfield calling for the snap. Back to pass. Waiting. Going to throw downfield. Completes it to Robinson at the 1. Touchdown, Chicago. And this one's starting to get away from the Dragons. Mayfield with a 28-yard touchdown pass to Robinson. We'll watch that one again on the instant replay. Had 2 possible receivers to throw it to, both Judy and Robinson. Robinson was the guy that makes the catch. Cameron Dicker to add the extra point. And the Fire make it a 17-0 lead with 10:52 to go here in the second quarter. So if you're just joining us, it has been all Chicago so far. They lead at 17-0. Both clubs in the hunt for a wild card playoff spot. But as we said, after this game, just 3 games left in the regular season. In both conferences, the top 6 teams with the best records move on to the playoffs. And probably around halftime, or depending on how the score of this game goes, we'll be looking at the playoff race so far. I kid because I care. And Dortch is going to let that one go through the end zone. He's not going to try to return that one. Again, we did say Matt Ryan, replaced by Ritter after last week's game. Jordan Love is also one of the quarterbacks there. We have not seen him so far this season. Mike McCarthy in his pregame press conference had talked about a possibility of that happening. Barcelona just needs to find an answer here. Still plenty of time. Ritter having his struggles tonight. Just 5 of 9, 22 yards, 2 interceptions. Under pressure here on first down, gets the ball away, completes it to Parker at the 35. He's got a first down, tackled by Davis. And Nick Saban's going to challenge here. He's using his second challenge of the night. He didn't think Parker reached the first down marker. Let's see what they find out.
On the field is confirmed. A timeout will be charged.
So Nick Saban will lose the challenge and a timeout, so he is out of challenges. And one less timeout for the first half. So 1st and 10 for Barcelona at their 35. Barkley with the handoff near the 35. Mark him down to 36. Pickup of 1. Brings up second down. Second and 9. 10.5 minutes to go until halftime. Barcelona trailing by 17. Ritter attempts to throw a screen to Barkley, but I don't think Barkley was ready for that one. Incomplete, brings up 3rd and 9. Ritter to throw on third down. Pressure up the middle. Gets rid of the ball to Smith at the 40. He's going to be a few yards shy of the first down. And McCarthy is already signaling Ritter to keep the offense out on the field. Hey, they're 2-8. It's near the end of the season. What else do you got to lose? And you're down 17-0. So offense is going to stay out there on 4th and 2. Man in motion. Ritter to pass on 4th down. Has time. Looking. And it's intercepted. Jenkins. Gonna return it to the 12-yard line. Rashawn Jenkins with his 2nd interception of the season. And Ritter has thrown his 3rd interception of the night. The Dragons. Nothing seems to be going right for these guys tonight. Rock Ya-Sin, I think, helped bat that one up. And then Jenkins said, "Thank you very much," and returns it nearly 40 yards to the Barcelona 12. 9 minutes to go here. And Chicago about ready to add some more points here in an already impressive game over the Dragons. Give us to Hunt. Off tackle left. Hit by Seiler. Pick up a 3. Chicago goes to a 3 wide receiver format. Here on 2nd down. Ball's at the 9. From the pistol. Under pressure. Fires. Penalty flag.
Roughing the passer.
Oh.
Defense. Number 55, 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
And Graham with the drill as Mayfield got rid of the ball. So that makes it 1st and goal at the Barcelona 4. So the Dragons continue to make mistakes here. And Chicago says, "Thank you very much." Mayfield directing traffic at the line of scrimmage. From the pistol. Passing on 1st and goal. Throws, completes it to St. Brown. Near the goal line, and he's in. Touchdown. Mayfield and company making it look easy. Putting the ball right where it needs to be. 3rd touchdown pass of the night for Mayfield. 2nd touchdown reception of the night for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Cameron Dicker on to kick the extra point. It's good. And with 8:19 to go, Chicago running away with this one. 24-0. And as we mentioned, this, the game's becoming important. All teams still in the playoff race. We'll show you really quickly what we're talking about here. So over in the Eastern Conference, as you can see, Birmingham and Berlin, they're 1 and 2. They get the automatic byes if they win their divisions. Tampa Bay in 3rd best record. Paris at 6 and 5. Toronto 6 and 5. London at 4 and 7. London will see these Dragons next Sunday at Wembley Stadium. So on the outside looking in, Rome and New York, both with 3-8 records. Barcelona at 2-8. They lose tonight, they will join Washington at 2-9 for the worst record in the league. And probably both could be at risk of being eliminated from playoff contention as early as next week. We take a look over at the Western Conference. Of course, Las Vegas, 10-1, getting closer and closer to clinching not only the division, but also home field advantage. Memphis suffered a loss earlier today. If you were looking at the score ticker, they only lead St. Louis by a game. Mexico City, number 3 seed, San Diego at 4. We'll see them next Sunday night against Los Angeles. St. Louis at 5, the defending league champions in San Antonio with that win earlier today. Arizona, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Detroit again outside looking in. Chicago gets a win here that puts them at 5-6, puts them in the conversation at least for the 6th seed. We'd have to look at see all the permutations, division record, conference record, points, and common opponents and things like that. We'll have to see where that plays out. As Dicker kicks off to Barcelona. I got a lot of extra material tonight, just in case. So Barcelona gets the ball at their own 25 after the touchback. They are down 24-0. Ritter still in the game, despite having thrown 3 first-half interceptions. He'll give the ball to Barkley on 1st and 10. He's to the 25, near the 30, tackled by Saunders. They'll mark him down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 4. Injuries, again, big part. A lot of wide receivers missing from tonight's game. Juju Smith-Schuster out with a knee injury. Jarvis Landry also out. He's dealing with a neck injury. And Andre Roberts also dealing with a bad knee. So those three of your best wide receivers not available to the quarterback. Making a tough evening already a lot more tougher for Ritter and company. As Ritter will go back to pass on 2nd and 6. Completes it to Dortch near the first down. He's going to be probably about a yard shy. They'll mark him down at the Barcelona 34. Halfway through the second quarter, Chicago dominating this contest 24-0. Trying to get to 5-6. Vying for that 6th playoff seed with 3 weeks left to go in the regular season. Barcelona with that jumbo package in. Try to pick up that 1 yard. Give us to Barkley. Plunges into the left side of the line. He may not have got it. Basham with the stop. And it'll bring up 4th and 1. Barcelona will punt here. Cole's the deep man. Sipas gets a good punt. Hey, it's going to head out of bounds at about the Chicago 16. Clock stops with 6:14 to go here until halftime. So Chicago is starting deep in their end on this possession. Hunt will get the handoff here to start things off. Brought down near the 20. Queen with the tackle. Venerable Soldier Field. Chicago was looking to possibly relocate, new stadium. There have been talk about that, but that has since been squashed from the last that we heard, and that they will do some type of a redesign here at this location. Mayfield to pass on 2nd and 6. Completes it to Pickens. He's got the first down. Finally stopped by Wilson. Mayfield on the night, 12 of 17, 123 yards. Getting a good performance here, making Coach Saban's decision very tough as far as bringing back Kyler Murray next week. 5.5 minutes to go till halftime. As we were talking about, again, some of you maybe not familiar with the league, Chicago Fire was part of expansion back in 2000. They came in with Orlando. They weren't the original Chicago team that was with the league way, way back. This league has been in some type of existence since the late 70s. Plan on doing a special video or something about the league, because we've been doing this for a long time. I've been playing Action PC football since 2001, I believe. Looking forward to the new version coming out this coming week. Yeah, this coming week. I've been looking at the ratings, looking forward to all the enhancements that Dave has put in, so that's something definitely to look forward to. Curious to see what everybody else thinks about it, or if it's your first time, if you have any questions about the game, feel free to jot those down for me. Mayfield's going to pass on 1st and 10. Looking for Judy along the sidelines, incomplete. A little bit too far ahead of him there. And of course, Barcelona, they were formerly in Philadelphia. The league set up some European teams this most recent season. So you have London, Berlin, Barcelona, Paris. London, Berlin, Barcelona, Paris, and Rome. So you have a Europa division of European teams. And Barcelona is part of that. 2nd and 10. So as you can tell, we use either defunct teams or like the Dragons were with the WLAF back in the 90s. Chicago Fire was with the old WFL back in the 70s. And we draft real players as Hunt picks up 9 yards and bring up 3rd down. So we use real players, kind of draft them fantasy style, and they play in our league, the WFL. 14-week regular season followed by playoffs. We'll have 6 teams from each conference will advance. And of course, we'll have all of those games, every playoff game for you here on the YouTube channel. And Hunt, that second effort's going to get the first down. Graham with the tackle. Hunt coming in for Montgomery. Montgomery was injured in the first quarter. So Hunt's going to get the major share of the carries here moving forward. Under 4 minutes to go. Chicago picks up another first down. Only 50 degrees here in Chicago tonight. Clear skies, very little wind. I think it's like 5 miles per hour in the winds. And Hunt gets stopped at the line of scrimmage by Edwards. No gain. He'll bring up 2nd and 10. Mayfield from the pistol on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws. And that's nearly intercepted. Pickens had it and dropped it. Boy, that would have been a big boost for Barcelona to get the ball back near midfield. Clock stops with 2:46 to go in the first half. Chicago faced with a 3rd and 10. Four wide receivers set in for Chicago. Mayfield calling out the signals. He's going to go back to pass. Has time. Looking for somebody open. Incomplete. Over the head of St. Brown. And it'll bring up 4th down. And Chicago will be forced to punt. Camarda back to kick. Dortch back to receive. Camarda gets it away. Dortch takes it from his own 23. He's to the 30, 35. Finally tripped up by Weaver.
Receiving team.
And penalty called on Judon for Barcelona. That will move the ball back to the Barcelona 14. 2.5 minutes to go here. Getting close to the 2-minute warning. The Dragons trail 24-0. Again, Barcelona missing 3 of their big wide receivers, Juju Smith-Schuster, Andre Roberts, and Jarvis Landry. As Ritter's forced to scramble, gets to about the 20, finally wrestled down by Hamlin. Pickup of 8. Injured player for Chicago is Horn. Stops the clock with 2:28 to go here in the first half. Ski joining us in the chat saying, what is this? This is the Action PC computer football game. I'm Glenn Walker, and I run a league called the WFL, and this is our Sunday night football game. A new version of the game is going to be coming out this Thursday, the 25th. It's DK Sports. If you ever want to check out their website, they offer sports like football, basketball, baseball, hockey, golf, past seasons. If you're into replaying past seasons, they have that as well. College and pro when it comes to the football and the basketball as well. Ritter from the pistol, back to pass. Completes it to Dubs at the 25. Gets away from one man, he's to the 30. Gets off from another man, he's to the 40. Finally, dragged down by Davis near midfield. A 26-yard pickup. And that will probably bring us to the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning. Dragons with the ball, trying to get something going here on the scoreboard. They trail it 24-0. You're watching WFL 2023 Sunday Night Football on the Replay Sports Channel. We'll be back in just a moment. So 2-minute warning is over. Dragons have all 3 of their timeouts. Chicago has 2 left. Dragons trying to get on the scoreboard here. Ritter from the gun. Back to pass on first down. Has time. Looking for Parker. He's claiming that Williams is all over him, but there's going to be no flag for pass interference there. Brings up 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 1:55 left to go. Not a lot of penalties called tonight. Just 2 called penalties on Barcelona, none on Chicago. Brings up 2nd and 10. Ritter with time. Throws, completes it to Parker on the near sideline. Tiptoes, tries to stay inbounds, but finally pushed out of bounds by Williams. Pick up a 4. Now bring up 3rd and 6. Ritter making some completions here late in the first half. Struggled throughout most of the game so far as he goes, fires for Parker, incomplete, 4th and 6. But the Dragons will keep the offense out on the field. They trailed 24-0. They'll keep their offense out on the field. Man in motion. Ritter calling out the signals. Back to pass. Looking. Has time. Throws. In and out of the hands of Dortch. Incomplete. Dragons turn the ball over on downs. Probably the best drive they had going so far tonight. But it ends in a turnover on downs. Chicago gets the ball back with 1:41 and 2 timeouts left. And penalty flag. Somebody moved.
Encroachment defense. Number 92, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
So Seiler jumped. He's trying to claim the man across the line induced him. But either way, it's 5 yards. 1:41 to go here in the first half. Back to pass. Mayfield. In trouble. He's going to run for it. 45. Has the first down. Tackled by Seiler. Pickup of 6. Ball at the Barcelona 41. 90 seconds left to go until halftime. Mayfield fires downfield for St. Brown. Incomplete. Clock stops with 1:13 to go. Brings up 2nd down. Dicker's longest field goal so far this season is from 48 yards. As Mayfield's pass intended for Judy, incomplete. Juden closely guarded him. No flags, however. Clock stops with 1:09 left to go. 3rd and 10. Mayfield throws, hits Smythe, the tight end, trying to get out of bounds. He does. Pick up a 4, short of the first down. And they are well without side of Dicker's field goal range. And Nick Saban's going to leave the offense out on the field. Chicago leads it 24-0. Trying to add more. Quick toss to Robinson. Near the first down. I don't know if he got it. Oh, he did. He did get it. That second effort, he picks it up. They are now within Cameron Dicker's field goal range. 62 seconds left to go in the first half. Mayfield taking his time. Not going to use those 2 timeouts just yet. Throws over the middle for Smythe. Connects at the 25. Tackled immediately by Judon. A pickup of 7. And Mayfield will use one of his last 2 timeouts. Stops the clock with 37 seconds. After the timeout, Chicago has 1 left. They are in field goal range, should they choose to go for that option. Mayfield drifts right, throws in and out of the hands of Robinson. Incomplete. And again, closely guarded by a defender, that time Wilson. But no DPI. Clock stops with 31 seconds. Brings up 3rd and 3. From the Barcelona 24, Mayfield back to pass. Has time. Fires over the middle, completes it to Smythe. He's got the first down. Inside the 20. Mayfield will use his last timeout. Chicago in control here in the first half, looking to add more points. Back to pass. Into the end zone. It's intercepted. Slay comes away with the ball. An ill-advised throw there. Barcelona with 20 seconds left. Appears they're going to just sit on it here. Talk things over for the second half. And that's what Ritter will do. Great first half for the Chicago Fire. 24-0 as they head to the dressing rooms. Barcelona need to come up with something here for the next 30 minutes. They will get the ball to start the second half. You're watching Sunday Night Football from the WFL here on the Replay Sports Channel. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back shortly. Talk to you in a few. Halftime here at Soldier Field, and it has been all Chicago Fire. We take a look at the halftime statistics. Baker Mayfield has thrown for 3 touchdowns. 2 of them have gone to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Turnovers have been the story of the day for Barcelona. 3 of them, all courtesy of interceptions from Desmond Ridder. We did see Jordan Love warming up on the sideline during the halftime. We might see him at the start of the second half. And we won't have to wait long. Barcelona will receive the kickoff to start the second half. So glad you're joining us here on the Replay Sports channel. Dortch awaits Cameron Dicker's kick. And he's going to let that one sail out of the end zone. And as expected, we are going to see Jordan Love at quarterback. Desmond Ridder's night is done. Barkley, the lone running back. Love make his first pass attempt here. Incomplete. We're looking for tight end Henry, who's yet to make a catch so far tonight. Barcelona will stay with that 2 tight end formation. Give to Barkley. Draw play. Gets maybe a yard. Nope, they say he got no gain on that one. Barkley, 9 carries for 24 yards tonight. I'll bring up 3rd and 10. Barcelona 0 for 4 on 3rd downs tonight. Jordan to throw on 3rd down. Fires. In and out of the hands of Dubs. Incomplete. So Barcelona starts the second half 3 and out and will be forced to punt. Sippos preparing to punt it away. Cole waiting deep to return. Kick away. Cole takes it from his own 29. He's to the 35. Finally stopped by Bryant.
Illegal block. Receiving team, 10-yard penalty.
And illegal block. That's the first called penalty tonight on Chicago. And it's a big one. 10 yards. Moves Chicago back to their 20-yard line. So Baker Mayfield and company will start at their own 20 here early in the 3rd quarter. They are dominating 24-0 over the Barcelona Dragons. Wins crucial at any time, but never more so here late in the season with playoff spots on the line as Hunt tries to penetrate the right side, but no go. Graham with the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Hunt came in for the injured David Montgomery in the 1st quarter if you're joining us late. 2nd and 10. Mayfield in the pistol. Back to pass. Throws to Pickens at the 30. He's got the 1st down. 1 missed tackle. Brisker finally stops him after a pickup of 12. Boy, I tell you, the way Mayfield is playing tonight, it's going to make it very hard for Coach Saban and his staff to make that decision to pull him for Murray. Hunt into the left side of the line. Picks up one. Boy, really struggling to get their running game going tonight, or the Chicago Fire. Going to bring up 2nd and 9. Second and 9. Ball at Chicago 33. Just underway here, third quarter. Oh, and Graham with the sack. Second sack of the day for him. As Mayfield dropped at the Chicago 26. It'll bring up 3rd and 16. Graham, just one of the few highlights for the Dragons so far tonight. Trips right. Mayfield from the gun. Back to pass. With time. Over the middle. Incomplete.
Pass interference, defense. Number 24, 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
And Bradbury called for the DPI. We've seen some of those Barcelona defensive backs get away with some of that tonight, but John Hussey and crew call that one. So 1st and 10. Ball will be moved to the Chicago 41. Fresh set of downs for the Fire. Mayfield to pass on 1st down. Screens it out to Hunt. Hunt to the 45. Midfield. 1st down. Finally tackled at the Barcelona 45. A pickup of 14 for Kareem Hunt. Mayfield in trouble. Forced to scramble. Gets near the 40 before he is brought down by Graham. Pickup of 7 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 3. 10.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Mayfield tosses a screen for Hunt, in and out of his hands, incomplete. Now bring up 3rd down. Chicago a little bit more successful on 3rd down tonight. They're 6 of 10 on 3rd down. Under 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Mayfield in trouble. Has to scramble. He's got the 1st down and a little more. Fumble. Who has it? Who has got the ball? And Chicago gets to keep the ball. Man, Brisker with the tackle and the strip. Pickens is the one who comes up with it for Chicago. 10th play of this drive coming up for the Fire. Man in motion. The give to Hunt. Met at the line. I don't think he got anything. No gain. Williams with the tackle. Brings up 2nd and 10. Hunt getting a lot more playing time than he thought he would have with the injury to Montgomery. Play action. Mayfield. Downfield. Picked off by Bradbury. Second interception. As Bradbury gets his first interception here, that's the second interception by Mayfield tonight. He had 2 interceptions last week in the loss against St. Louis. Barcelona now with just 8:21 to go here in the third quarter, trying to convert these turnovers into points. Love into the game to start the second half, replacing Ritter, who threw 3 interceptions in the first half. I formation behind Love. Give us to Barkley, right side of the line. Near midfield, Hubbard with the tackle, pickup of 2 for Saquon. 10 carries, just 26 yards tonight for Barkley. Two tight end formation in for the Dragons. Love, back to pass. Fires over the middle, completes to Henry, makes his first catch of the game. Tackled immediately by Grant. He's going to be a couple yards shy of the first down. Halfway through the third quarter, Chicago still leads 24-0. Barcelona trying to work their way back. Love directing traffic, trying to get the players lined up where he wants them. Not going to have to use a timeout here. He's got time on the play clock. Love, back to pass. Fires to Dubs along the sideline. Complete. Pushed out of bounds by Davis. Pick up a 4, first down. And with that, Barcelona converts their first third down conversion of the night. Dragons in an I formation. Love transfers the ball to Barkley. Barkley met at the line. He may have lost a yard. And we have an injured Chicago player. It's Saunders. Can't put a lot of weight on that right leg as he's helped off the field. Clock stops with 6:05 to go here in the third quarter. Barcelona faces a Herculean task here, down by 24 points. It's Herculean. I think it's Herculean task. Again, loves having to direct traffic here. They're not lining up where they're supposed to. Flag on the play. Love hits Dobbs at the 40, but let's see the result of the flag from our referee, John Hussey.
Offsetting penalties. Repeat, second down.
So penalties on both clubs, so we're going to do over. So it's still 2nd and 11, ball at the Chicago 43. Love throws a screen to Barkley. Picks up maybe 1 or 2 yards. No, they're saying he stopped the line of scrimmage. Wow. Knee was down back at the line of scrimmage. So Gay on the stop brings up 3rd and 11. Barcelona gifted with a turnover. Mayfield's second interception of the night. Four wide receivers, one tight end out there for Barcelona. Love to pass. Throws. Completes it to Dobbs inside the 40. He will not be close to the first down. And on 4th and 4, Barcelona's going to send out the field goal kicking unit. I think they're just wanting to try to avoid the shutout here, as Matt Prater is going to come out. Looks to be about a 53-yard attempt. His longest of the year is 55. So Barcelona trying to put their first points on the board. Kind of a moral victory here, as Prater's kick is down and good. So shutout averted. Prater converts on a 54-yard attempt. 4:29 to go here. Third quarter. Dragons on the scoreboard. But they still trail 24-3 to Chicago. Wang Wu awaits the kickoff. Might we see an onside attempt here by Barcelona? No, we don't. Touchback. Chicago starts at their own 25. As we mentioned, only 3 games left in the season. Barcelona flies back home tonight. They'll take on London. I think we said Wembley Stadium, but no, it's going to be in Barcelona. That game will be at home for the Dragons. Chicago will stay here. They will take on the Wheels from Detroit. Detroit loses a tough one earlier today to St. Louis. Detroit's playoff hopes in jeopardy. They've lost 3 straight games. Chicago in control here, looking to put themselves at 5-6 and in the hunt for that 6th and final playoff spot. Matt Breida now comes into the game. Give Kareem Hunt a rest. Give us to Breida, off tackle left. He's to the 30. Brisker with the tackle, pickup of 6 yards. Matt Breida, third on the depth chart of running backs here for Chicago. Mayfield to pass. Over the middle, short pass to Breida. He's going to be shy of the first down. Only picks up 2. And I'll bring up 3rd and 2 for the Fire. From the pistol, Mayfield looking. Throws underneath. That was nearly picked off. Brisker nearly picked that one off. So Chicago goes 3 and out. Camarda back to punt. Jones back to receive. Camarda gets the kick away. Jones from his 15 evades one man to the 20, another to the 30, finally tackled by Weaver. Nice return there, 17-yard return to the Barcelona 33. 3:03 Got threes there. Theme of threes going there. 3:03 left to go here in the third quarter. Dragons avoid the shutout. They get a field goal. Is momentum swinging back to the Dragons? Let's see what happens. Love standing in the pistol on first down. He's going to throw. Pressure coming. Gets rid of the ball. Completes it to Dortch near the 40. Pickup of 7. Dortch with his 4th catch of the night. Him and Dubs tied for the lead for receivers for Barcelona. Hand off to Barkley. He's got the first down and a little more. He's to the 50. Gets away from one man. Cuts back upfield. Finally tackled by Grant at the Chicago 46. A pickup of 14. First and 10. Love, back to pass. Throws to Dortch. Near the 42 of Chicago. Pickup of 5 yards. Less than 90 seconds to go here, third quarter. Love, off to a good start. 5 of 7, 29 yards. Love, back to pass. Pressure coming up the middle. Gets rid of the ball. Completes it to Dubs inside the 40. Close to the first down. Pickup of 4. A yard shy of the first down. I formation behind Love. Man in motion. Give to Barkley. Into the right side of the line. He's close to the first down. Did he get it? He did. First and 10. And that's the last play of the third quarter. We got 15 more minutes to go, folks. Dragons trail 24-3, but they have the ball and they are moving. You are watching Sunday Night Football from the WFL here on the Replay Sports Channel. We'll be back shortly. This telecast is copyrighted by the WFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the WFL's consent is prohibited. Fourth quarter, we go. The Dragons are on the move. Welcome back. Love replaced Ritter at the start of the third quarter, and he's gotten him on the scoreboard, trying to get some more as he hands off to Barkley here to start the fourth quarter. Off tackle left, inside the 35. Picks up about 4. Injured player, Jones, the wide receiver, had been dealing with some injuries throughout the game, and it's like he's done. He hands his helmet to the assistant as he heads over to the sideline. Brings up 2nd and 6. So glad you're joining us here on a wonderful Sunday night of football. So we're getting closer to the end of the regular season as two teams trying to hold on to some playoff dreams. Love to pass. Plenty of time. There's a flag on the play. That might be a hold. It's an incomplete pass. Yep.
Offense, number 68, 10-yard penalty.
That's going to push him back 10 yards. 6 penalties for 49 yards tonight for Barcelona. Just 1 for 10 yards on Chicago. Second and 16 from the Chicago 42. Love. Screen pass to Barkley. He has room to run. He's to the 40. Gets by one man. Finally brought down by Gay at the 35. A pickup of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9. The Dragons trail by 3 touchdowns. Love. Back to pass. Fires over the middle. Incomplete. Dubs can't bring it in. It'll be 4th and 9. And as we said, they're down by 21 points. No other choice here but to go for it. Here in the fourth quarter. Late stages of the game. Empty backfield behind Love. Back to pass. Has time. Unloads. Completes. No, incomplete.
Pass interference.
And that's why.
Number 43, automatic, first down.
So Davis called with the pass interference. Ball be moved to Chicago 24. 1st and 10 for Barcelona. Not dead yet. Love to pass. Throws underneath to Dortch near the 21. Rock Yassin with the tackle. Rock Yassin was a pickup earlier in the week. Injuries to the secondary. Jenkins is playing, though. He had been in concussion protocol, passed that before the game. LeCount, rookie safety, dealing with an ACL issue, not playing. So Rock Yassin making a contribution here for the Fire. Brings up 2nd and 7. Eleventh play of this drive. Draw play to Barkley. He's to the 20. Near the 16. Hamlin with a stop. Pick up a 5. Now bring up 3rd and 2. Three wide receivers set in for Barcelona. Dortch coming around on the jet sweep. They used that earlier in the game, but will not get the first down. It's no gain for Dortch on the jet sweep. It brings up 4th and 2. And Love is told to keep the offense out on the field. Thirteenth play of the drive, consuming nearly 6 minutes. Love calling out the signals. Hands off to Barkley into the right side of the line. This is going to be close. Did he get it? Yes. First down, Barcelona. Fresh set of downs for the Dragons. Ball will be placed at the Chicago 13. They got to be starting thinking touchdown here. Barkley starting to pick up some yards here in the second half. So he is over the 50-yard mark. Give to Barkley again, right side. He's to the 10. Jenkins with a stop. Oh, we got some fists flying there. And a flag goes up.
Number 73, 15-yard penalty.
And Dawkins will be the guy who gets called for that one. Dawkins, the right tackle. He and Graham started exchanging blows there. And of course, Dawkins is the one who gets called for it, and that cost your team a penalty. Ball, instead of being at the 7, will now be at the Chicago 28, and Coach Mike McCarthy's just shaking his head there. Dawkins is lucky he's not being ejected from the game. You're on the verge of scoring a touchdown and cutting into Chicago's lead, and letting frustrations get the best of you. That's a shame. Three wide receivers set in for the Dragons. Love operating out of the pistol. Back to pass. In trouble. Love's going to take off. Hit immediately by a bunch of red shirts there. Maybe picks up a yard. Weaver will get credit for the tackle. It'll bring up 2nd and a long 24. 15th play of the drive coming up. Dragons need to come away with 6 here. Love. Back to pass. Has time. Throws downfield. Oh, that's nearly picked off. Gay nearly picked that one off. He's trying to throw for Pierce, who was lined up in the slot on that one. Brings up 3rd and 24, nearing the 10-minute mark. And this long drive continues for the Dragons. A lot of tired Chicago defenders over there. Got hands on their hips. Even though it is a rather cool 50-degree evening here, they have been out there for a long time, nearly 8 minutes. Love has time, throws, completes it to Parker inside the 20. Not even close to the first down, only a pickup of 10, but it'll bring up 4th down. Trailing by 21, under 10 minutes in the 4th quarter, Barcelona keeps the offense out on the field. 17th play of the drive. Chicago needing a stop here. They got a lot of guys back on the goal line. Love with time, throws over the middle, completes it to Dobbs inside the 10. There's a penalty flag on the play. Has he got the first down?
Holding offense. Number 76, 10-yard penalty.
So, penalty on the offensive lineman for holding. That's going to be declined. Ball is a yard shy of the first down. So the Dragons come away with nothing after that long, time-consuming drive. 9:16 to go here in the fourth quarter. Hunt back into the game at running back. Chicago's offense had a nice long break there. Defense is on the sideline, grabbing the Gatorade and the towels. Hunt goes off tackle right. Gets near the 8-yard line. Yeah, pick up a 4 for Kareem Hunt. Approaching the 9-minute mark here in the game. Chicago's defense makes a great stop after a long drive by Barcelona. Mayfield calling out the signals. He's going to pass. Fires over the middle, completes it to Pickens. He's got the first down at the 15. Tripped up by Wilson. First and 10 Chicago. Ball at the Chicago 15. Mayfield hands off to Hunt. Right side of the line. Met immediately by Graham, so no gain. And we're nearing the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Hunt off tackle left. He's to the 20. Gets by one man. 25. First down. Gets through another. Finally tripped up by Curl at the 30. A 15-yard pickup for Hunt. And it's his longest run of the night. 14 carries, 47 yards for Kareem Hunt. Under 7 minutes to go here in the ball game. Chicago looking to bleed some clock here. Grab the W. Hunt straight up the middle, but he is met by a line of white shirts. No game. We have an injured Chicago player. That's Jonah Jackson, man. That doesn't look good, as he's being helped by a couple of trainers there trying to find the right sideline. He was heading over to the Barcelona sideline, but then he was redirected to the Chicago sideline, so we hope he's okay. Clock stops with 6:05. Brings up 2nd and 10. Breida checks into the game at running back. Mayfield, back to pass. In and out of the hands of St. Brown. Incomplete. He'll bring up 3rd and 10. 6 minutes to go in the game. Kyler Murray, in uniform, was listed as probable tonight, but they are going with Mayfield. We should see Murray next week in the game versus Detroit. Meanwhile, Barcelona has seen some impressive play by Jordan Love. He Might get to see him again next week against London as the pass by Mayfield is picked off by Gilmore. Stephon Gilmore with his second pick. And that's the third interception tonight by Mayfield. He has thrown 5 interceptions in the last 2 games. Clock stops with 5:55 on the change of possession. Barcelona gets the ball at the Chicago 41. Love, 10 of 14 for 66 yards. Another opportunity to put up some points here. Long drive on their last possession, but could not come away with any points. Just the Prater field goal earlier in the half. His pass to Dobbs is complete. Davis with his 10th tackle as Love is going to go hurry up here. No huddle offense by the Dragons. Trailing by 3 touchdowns and time running out. They go to a hurry-up offense. Pass complete to Dobbs, far sideline. Penalty flag as he's knocked out of bounds. Let's see what the call is.
Holding offense.
Oh,
Number 73, 10-yard penalty.
story of Barcelona's night. Dawkins again. Again, he gets called for the personal foul, the fight with Graham, and now the holding call. It's not going to be a pleasant flight back to Spain for him and the coaching staff. Eight penalties for 74 yards against the Dragons tonight. Love back to pass. 5.5 minutes to go. Completes the pass to Dobbs at the 40. Tackled immediately by Davis. Brings up 3rd and 8. Love. No huddle. Three wide receivers. Barkley the lone running back. Love takes the snap. Looking. Firing. Over the middle. Incomplete. Dobbs covered by 2 red shirts there. One of them swatted away. I think it was Davis. So bring up 4th and 8. They've got to go for it here. They're down by 21. I love the pop-up. Are you sure you want to run this play? Yes, I'm sure I want to run this play. Down by 3 touchdowns. Love, back to pass on 4th and 8. Fires near side. That's nearly picked off by the linebacker. So, turnover on downs. 4:56 to go here in this one. Don't expect we're going to see Mayfield throwing a lot more. Both teams do have all 3 other timeouts, but I think probably it'd be best advised just run the ball here and eat up some clock. And they hand it off to Hunt into the right side of the line. Met at the 40, tackled by Queen at the 42, pickup of 3. Breida comes into the game now for Hunt. Chicago in no hurry here. Breida inside. Met at the line of scrimmage. Seiler with the stop. Clock continues to run. 3rd and 7. Empty backfield behind Mayfield. Going to pass on 3rd and 7. Has time. Over the middle. Incomplete for St. Brown. Bradbury close on the coverage. They'll bring up 4th and 7. No points scored by the Fire this half. They've done all their damage in the first 30 minutes. Camarda back to punt. Bryant will be the return man for Barcelona. Camarda gets away a good punt. Bryant going to take it from his own 5 to the 10. 15 gets away from one man. 25 finally tripped up by Weaver. Ball will be placed to the Barcelona 23. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left. Got the 2-minute warning and 3 timeouts available to the Dragons. Jordan Love, 12 of 18, 78 yards, making a case for him being the quarterback the rest of the way for the Dragons. Back to pass. Over the middle. Completes it to Dubs at the 30. Tries to stretch to get the first down, but he's going to be a yard shy. Davis on the tackle. And they immediately go back to that hurry-up offense. Love gets them lined up. Love back to pass. Checks down to Parker. He's got the first down, but it's only a 3-yard pickup. Under 3 minutes to go. Pressure coming from that left side. Love fires to Dubs near the 45. Did he get the first down? No. 10th catch of the day for Romeo Dobbs, though. Is it Dubs or Dobbs? I think it's Dobbs. He's 2nd and 1. They stay in the hurry-up, trying to get a couple more plays off before the 2-minute warning. Pressure coming up the middle. Tosses the ball to Pierce. He's got the first down. Pierce finally stopped after a pickup of 4, and that will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. So just 2 minutes left to go in this one. It has been all Chicago Fire tonight. They lead it 24-3. We'll close this one out here in just a moment. You're watching WFL football Sunday night version here on the Replay Sports Channel.